The world we perceive is just a fraction of reality. What if there's more? Much more. Our 3D bubble and linear time might just be a thin slice of something vastly larger. What if everything you know about reality, every star, planet, and even the flow of time, is just one tiny sliver of what actually exists? Our universe feels solid. Time feels like it only moves forward. But physicists are beginning to think that this might just be a shadow, a thin, shimmering veil covering something unimaginably vast. Think of a 2D character in a comic book. To them, their flat world is everything. They cannot imagine stepping into the third dimension, yet we can see their entire world at once. What if we are the comic book characters, living in 3D space but unable to perceive the greater dimensions around us? In this video, we're going to tear open that veil. We'll travel from the theories of brilliant physicists to the experiments happening right now in the world's most powerful labs. And by the end, you'll never see the universe the same way again. Let's begin with one of the oldest clues that there might be hidden dimensions, the Kaluza-Klein theory. Nearly 100 years ago, physicists tried to combine two of nature's forces, gravity and electromagnetism, into a single equation. Their solution? Add a fifth dimension. Imagine space not just stretching forward, backward, left, right, up, and down, but with a tiny loop curled up at every single point, so small we can't see it. Fast forward to today, and this idea has exploded into what we call string theory. Instead of tiny point-like particles, string theory says everything is made of vibrating loops of energy, strings. And for these strings to vibrate in just the right way, they need extra dimensions to move through. How many dimensions? 10 or even 11. Each of these extra dimensions can be shaped in billions of ways, like twisting balloon animals out of space itself. And each shape might create a completely different universe with different physical laws. This isn't just math on a chalkboard. At CERN, physicists are smashing protons together at near light speed, looking for signs that particles might vanish for a split second, as if they slipped into another dimension before reappearing in ours. If we ever catch that happening, it would be the first experimental proof that reality is far bigger than we imagined. Here's where things get even wilder. Some scientists believe our entire universe might be a vast sheet, what they call a brain, floating inside a much larger, higher dimensional space called the bulk. Imagine a soap bubble floating in the air. To an ant walking on that bubble, the surface feels like their whole world. But we, standing outside, see that bubble in 3 dimensions. Now imagine countless soap bubbles floating side by side, each one its own universe, invisible to the others. Could there be other brains? Other universes just millimeters away from us in a direction we cannot move? This brain world idea could solve a big mystery: why gravity is so weak compared to the other forces. What if most of gravity is actually leaking off our brain, spreading out through the higher dimensions, which is why we only feel a faint echo of its true strength? And then there's the holographic principle, an even more mind-bending idea. It says that everything we see, every atom, every galaxy, might actually be information written on a distant cosmic surface. And our 3D universe is just the projection of that data. In other words, reality could be a kind of cosmic hologram. If dimensions beyond our own exist, what about whole alternate realities? Quantum mechanics offers one answer: the many worlds interpretation. Every time a quantum event happens, even something as small as a photon choosing which path to take, the universe might split. One branch where the photon went left, another where it went right. Now zoom out and think of every choice you've ever made, or didn't make. There could be countless parallel versions of you, each living out a slightly different life in a slightly different universe. Some physicists even wonder if quantum entanglement, where two particles seem to share information instantly across vast distances, might be evidence of these deeper connections between realities. If true, it would mean the multiverse isn't just a theory. It might be happening all around us right now. All of these theories do more than just rewrite physics. They rewrite our understanding of existence itself. If there are hidden dimensions, parallel universes, cosmic holograms, then our universe might be just one tiny part of something far grander. It raises deep questions about consciousness. Are our minds locked in this dimension? Or could we one day find a way to perceive, or even travel through, these hidden layers of reality? Science is still searching for answers, but one thing is certain: we are only at the very beginning of this incredible journey. If this journey blew your mind, there's so much more waiting out there. Subscribe and join me as we keep exploring the deepest secrets of the universe together.